Collective, your next big victory is somebody's worst nightmare realized. Okay, now why is it realized? Because they didn't even know. You know how they say eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Minds could not have guessed that this would ever happen to you or for you or through you, by you, that you would ever create this or do this, whatever this next big victory is. And it's huge. Now, somebody already sitting in the bed at night, biting their nails, worried about your success and what's going to happen with you. But when it happens, they're going to realize, man, I was thinking too small. I'm glad I didn't imagine them having that type of victory, because that, man, I would have, that person would have had to, let's just say it wouldn't have ended well. Maybe I'm saying, like, even people like going crazy. People like, and when I say going crazy, I mean like something in their psyche shifts, it changes, and it's never the same again. You know, like how when you go through traumatic experiences, you can it'll do something to your brain and you'll function in a whole nother way because of that trauma, right? So it's kind of like, in a way, what's about to happen to you is good for you, but unfortunately this is going to be traumatic for someone else. Ain't that sad? This is why you got to stay close to God, because it's like that can drive people insane, because it's like, goodness, let me tell you what I was getting. Let me tell you why. Because of what's about to happen with you, for one, someone's going to feel like you called their bluff. Like, okay, well, if I'm so bad at it, then you do it. And the whole time it's just like, oh, well, I didn't know that I was going to get put on the spot. Okay. But what happens to you also, it exposes someone as a coward. It was like, okay, well, if I did a bad job, fine, then you do it then. And it's like, oh, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So they feel exposed, like, man, you got me, checkmate, dang. And then this is the part, it destroys their false sense of superiority. There's a group of people who look at this person like, oh, you the truth, you the number one, you the real deal. We got to listen to you. We submit to you. We obey to you. We bow to you. But whatever it is, this victory that's coming, what I'm getting is it's above their heads. Like, they don't have control of this. They may be able to control a lot of stuff, but they don't have control over what's about to happen to you. And that in itself is a nail biter. Okay, somebody is worried about that. So your next big victory is somebody's nightmare realized. They didn't even know that this was the type of worries that they should have been doing. And I'm also getting, you're about to be blessed in an area that you don't even expect. Like, I wasn't even trying to do that. I was really thinking that I was going to do this, and then boom, here this comes. You know what I'm saying? Exciting, unexpected things. I also want to tell you, go with your feeling, go with the flow. Don't force, like, if I want to do this and I got to do it like this and A, B, and C. If God say, hey, look, just tilt your head that way. Just tilt your head that way, and you might see something that'll rock your socks. It'll blow your mind. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, you did 3 big things. You called somebody bluff, you exposed them as a coward, and you ruined their false sense of superiority, even if you wasn't trying. All right, Oracle card, what do we have? Oh, Blossom. Now, for some of you guys, this is that next big victory. You see how big she got her arms open? Some of y'all need to open your arms wide, because not only are you getting like a big victory, but you're going to be the one like creating. Remember I was saying you're creating it, you're doing it, it's coming through you and all of that. Also, Blossom, I'm getting the word unfold. Things are unfolding for you over time, or have been unfolding over time, and now they're blossoming. Now you're seeing some type of result. Okay, so this is your next big victory, and that's how big it is. Okay, you was thinking, oh man, I might get a rock size blessing. The other person was like, I hope they get a pebble size blessing. God said, I'm gonna give you your arms can't even hold it type blessing. Okay, so it's bigger and better than you imagine. It's bigger and better than all of y'all imagined. Nobody could have imagined how big this would be for you. Okay, let's see what we got. Very first card up. Going to the tarot. Current vibe and energy. Your next big victory is somebody's nightmare. Ooh, come on. Woo! Let's just all bring it down. Okay. It's exciting. It's exciting. Calm down. Breathe. Yes, this is happening. Look at that. That's the 9 of Cups. This is happening. Okay, it says winning, accomplishment, wishes. somebody's worst nightmares, that news crew pulling up to your new spot that you opening, that thing that you're doing, it's getting public recognition. It's an achievement. It's something maybe you wanted to do for a long time. And again, something is unfolding in your life. And it's like you didn't know it was going to open up like that, but there it is. So this is your next big victory. It's public. And it's like, even though it's about you, see, this is the problem with the person who's going to be sizzling and fizzling in the background. This is about you. It's not a punishment for them. That's what they're going to have to get through their head. What's happening to the collective is not a diss to you. Somebody's taking it as a personal insult. I don't understand why people do that, but it's an insult. Like, your dreams come true. You're trying to punish me. It's like, no, I'm not thinking about you. If I was thinking about you, dreams wouldn't come true. You got to focus on your dreams to make them come true. You see what I'm saying? That's what you was doing. Whole time somebody thought you was focused on them too. It's like, you can't do both. No, I got to focus on the dream if I want it to come true. And boom, that's what happened. Okay. They looking at you, you looking at the dream. Now they got to watch your dreams come true. All right. So let's go behind the scenes. Let's talk about something that you don't know is there, but I'm going to reveal it right now. Ooh. See, that's who's sizzling and fizzling in the background. And they're both nines. That's the 9 of wands. Okay. So you're sitting there standing upright. You're winning. You got your accomplishments. Male or female, take out applies to you. You got the people, the public on your side, and the news came out and you opened up your stuff. This is huge for you. And who we got sizzling and fizzling in the background looking all beat up with their bandages, sitting in the wheelchair? This person, whoever was sizzling and fizzling in the background. You know what I mean? This person feels defeated. It's a personal insult. You won and beat me up. No, I didn't beat you up. I won. You see what I'm saying? Your win, someone else's defeat. Even though it's not like that. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not on purpose. It's not intentional. You didn't intentionally win to hurt somebody. You won because you won. You know what I mean? You accomplished because you accomplished. The accomplishment was for you, not to hurt them. Or maybe it was for some of y'all. You know, maybe you did boss up the, shove it up somebody's, you know what? Maybe you did. But what they say, use your haters as motivation. And you did. So that's why this is here. But anyway, this is how they feel, okay? But anyway, resilience, grit, and perseverance. This is what they have to do. They have to get themselves back up, okay? You will heal. You'll be all right. The collective didn't beat you up. The dreams came true. My God. And this is behind the scenes too. So this could also be in their psyche. Again, that whole, you win is my nightmare. Your win is my loss, even though it's not a competition, even though you wasn't trying to do anything intentional to hurt them. Okay. But anyway, somebody feel beat up. They compare themselves. That's also what they are doing. What they doing in the background, comparing themselves. Look how he looking at her. You know what I mean? I'm sitting right here on the porch, all bandaged up. And you over there winning. That's how you getting looked at. Or this is what's about to come up. Okay. Let's see what we got on the good side. What's high vibrational about all of this? Knight of Wands. Okay, well, somebody is working on themselves. And for some of you guys, you are working on a gift, skill, talent, or project, and it has room to grow. It has levels to it, right? So it's the knight, then it's the queen, then it's the king, then it's the emperor, right? Or the empress, right? So what you're working on now has legs, it has an engine, it has gas, and it has longevity. You are not at your final destination. For some of you guys, you haven't even hit the start gate yet. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. For some of y'all, you're just now starting, and it's just the beginning for you in terms of this new thing coming true. Okay. So this is talking about adventurous, brave, daring. It took a risk for you to do this. Now, on the flip side, this could be someone else. What's good about it is that you are inspiring someone who feels beat up and someone who feels like this is a nightmare. This may be what they need to get themselves up and going and focus on their own car, their own engine, their own tools, their own gift, skills, and talents instead of looking at you, worried about you, right? So somebody might go from here and they might get themselves up and work on something, okay? Might do something. Now, if anything, if this is somebody approaching you for some romantic opportunity or something like that, it is a knight. And you know this. Knights ain't the ones you're looking for right now, especially as you are winning, right? Let's see what's on the low vibrational side. What's something you got to watch out for? What's something they should have watched out for while you was watching your dreams and they was watching you? Oh, the King of Coins. And I just heard what they could have been. Youch, ouch, ouch. That's the hurt. That's the pain. That's the trauma. The trauma of I quit. The trauma of what I could have been. The torture of what I could have been. Okay. Your next victory is traumatic because it's triggering to what somebody else gave up on and quit. Now, remember, I was just saying it is a knight. It ain't no king. It ain't what you're looking for while you winning. And then they come up in the low vibrational, which means it's the opposite, which means they are under where they could have been. And they know it. They know I could have just gave it a little bit more effort. I could have tried a little bit harder. I could have quit for like a month and then got myself back up and tried it again. I shouldn't have gave up on building that engine, right? The car is the ministry. That car is life purpose, what you're doing in your life, how you getting to where you're supposed to be, right? The person could have given it more. And the reason it's so triggering for them is because you're going to be a mirror. Your win is going to be a mirror as to where they are now, or where they could have been had they not talked mess about you, worried about what you was doing, trying to keep you under. Because remember, I was saying superiority. You ruin somebody's false sense of superiority. You call someone's bluff. It's like, okay, I tell you what, since you keep saying I'm this and you keep saying I'm that, then let's go ahead and play big bank, take little bank. Let's see your bank account. Then the bank account open up and it's like, oh, they was lying the whole time. Come to find out, you a knight. So all of this mega bucks, provider, investor, it's like you got exposed. You're really just a broke coward with a false sense of power. You're really just a knight sitting in the garage banging your tools together on the pots and pans, pretending like you're playing drums. That's not what you were supposed to do with those tools. You were supposed to build your engine. And so somebody is mad because they spent their days racking and dacking their tools and, ended up in this position, and then watching you win and get triggered because all of a sudden it's like they're gonna have a "that's so Raven" moment. They're gonna see you winning, boom, they throw scrolling through your social media, boom, you pop up on the news, boom, they driving by, they see you on the billboard, then all of a sudden they're gonna have a "that's so Raven" moment. It's gonna go boing, and all of a sudden they're gonna see the alternate reality where they wasn't talking about you, but they supported you, where they wasn't getting into groups discussing how they was gonna sabotage you. They got together in groups talking about how they was gonna help you lift you up or whatever. Or at best, if they would have stopped focusing on you and focused on themselves, that's what they see in they "that's so Raven" vision. And when they boing back into the reality of where they are, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Okay? So why do you need to keep focused on doing what you're doing? Why do you need to keep pursuing or grinding or putting yourself out there? Because you got a huge victory in front of you. And for some of y'all, I'm getting corrected. You got some victories, plural, and they big too, mega. And so you need to know that this is what's happening or what's ahead of you, so that if anything coming your way or anybody coming your way telling you you can't do it, you just triggering the other them that they could have been. Okay? People know. They know you could have tried harder, but you gave up and you had a bunch of excuses. And now you want to be mad at the collective. Anyway, let's talk about the next 7 to 14 days as it pertains to this vibe. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Yikes. See, how did we start? Well, it started off with you winning. Yay, collective. Yay, collect. Can I get a hand clap? No hand claps. Why? Well, it says beef, tension, and conflict. Because your next big victory is offensive. How dare you? It's like I'm in the other person's energy. I'm almost disgusted. at your level of victory. What is that? Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard how you was about to blossom in front of the whole world. So how this thing unfolds is like everybody take a deep breath. I mean, even you, we telling you, okay, take a deep breath. This is exciting. Yes, okay, wonderful. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Right. And then on the other side, we like, hey, breathe, breathe. Everybody breathe. Jesus. This is big. But you know what? What I'm saying is, okay, in this position, what I could have been, what I could have done, da 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 da. Somebody is filled with excuses. And what's going to happen is everyone's going to start blaming each other. What would you mean? Because the collective day used to come around, and then you said, no, because you, and everybody going about, arguing with each other about who did what and who said what and why this and that and what we could have been and da 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 da. So why you over there winning? Somebody over there sizzling in their seat watching, and then they gonna go back and tell everybody, you did this and you did that, and you told me to cheat on them, you told me to lie, you told them I was a pimp and I was a player, and I could have anybody I want. You told me I was the next person up. You told me, they're gonna go through it. And then somebody this night who gonna decide, well, you know what? Let me try to get up and do something now. Let me try to get up there with the collective. It's like they're gonna be the ones looking at everybody like that's y'all fault. It's all y'all fault that I didn't become who I was supposed to become. And you want to know what? You nowhere in sight. You too busy somewhere winning over here, and you don't even understand that this is what's happening over there. So if anybody say anything to you when it feels a little like, oh, what's wrong with them? It's your victory. It's offensive to some people. Okay, now some people gonna clap, but the best thing for you to do is just clap for yourself. Okay, bottom of the deck. Ooh, the world card. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just make up my little my little rhyme? And I said in the world, there it is. There's the world. Completion, journey, wholeness. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time in the making. You've been working hard and you're about to see the results or come to the end where you call it an accomplishment, right? It ain't an accomplishment if you're still in the middle of trying to fix it or do it or create it, right? But when that thing is done, when that thing is complete, when that thing is finished, it's going somewhere, baby. It's going places. Okay. It's international, right? It's domestic. It's here. It's there. It's everywhere, right? World card. For some of you guys, you may have some travels coming up. You may be invited somewhere. You may have to go somewhere, or something that you do may, again, it just may travel word of mouth, right? You already got these people arguing and going about it. And what I'm getting for some of you guys is a controversy. There's some type of controversy. As long as you're holding what God told you to hold or holding what God gave you, let them say whatever and do whatever. You know what God gave you. Okay. And for some of you guys, I like the way that this is 20 and this is 21. Remember, I'm saying it unfolds. It's unfolding in a way that you couldn't expect. It's in order though, right? Your steps are ordered and everything that's happening. Some things may be scary. Like, I can't do this level of success. I can't do that or be that, but it's one foot in front of the other. Right. And as long as you're going in the order that God gave you, you're going to be just fine. Okay. In the meantime, let them fight, let them argue, let them be triggered, let them lose their power. Ooh, that's the other thing I got to tell you before we get out of here. Whoever this was, remember, it's the group. Remember, I said you destroy somebody's false sense of superiority. This is who they were pretending to be. Okay, these are the people they was running and controlling around. These were the people they were saying, you got to do this and you got to do that. Whole time, it's like, you ain't even who you said you are. You're not even, you got us looking crazy because we following orders from you and doing what you saying. You don't even really have that in the background. Okay. So y'all seen that podcast of that man, what's his name? I forgot his name, Andrew something. And the girl was like, yeah, you got your wife got 3 baby daddies and like 3 kids and 3 marriages and all this other kind of stuff. But yet he got a Red Pill podcast where he tell dudes that single moms is washed up and done and And now all the dudes like, dude, I done passed up so many good single moms, just because you said, come to find out, you not only got a single mom, you got a 3-time baby mama, baby daddy situation going on. No disrespect to them, no disrespect to their situation. I don't mind. Okay, you got 3 kids, 3 baby mamas. That's you, that's your life. I ain't judging you, right? But at the same time, I'm not going around telling people how terrible they are and how horrible they are for having all those kids with all those guys. No, but he was red pill, only to find out that's what you got going on in the background. So you not this big dude who only get the hot, fine, youngest who ain't had no bodies on them. Da da da. Nope, lying, fronting, pretending. So that girl who said you got them, your wife got all them people. What she do? She called his bluff. You out here talking all this mess on this podcast, right? Boom, there go your dirty laundry, right? And then what we say? Hold on, I wrote it down. Expose them as a coward. Now he can't deny it. He can go talk and mess, but he can't deny it. And then what? Destroy the false sense of superiority. And now everybody that you did all that woofing to, they want answers. Okay, so that's what I get for you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section. Let me know how this video resonates with you. And I'll see y'all in the next one.